We'll give way for Q&A, and then you can just unmute. Also, at the top right, or if you're struggling with it, I can find you on this. I see a lot of different people here. I can find you and help you unmute if need be. But at the top right of your screen, you should be able to play with the different views where you can see everybody, or you can see just the speaker, all kind of little buttons you can play with there as you get used to this type of meeting. Okay. Now this informational meeting is going to be a lot more participants than we would have when we get into the elite meetings. We're doing this so that you can kind of see what you'll be looking at. I suspect that based upon the size number that we're limiting this group to, when we do have these types of meetings, as far as if you become an elite member, that it'll be many less people. There'll probably be 4 or 5 of us. Sometimes it'll be one-on-one. Sometimes it might be 8 or 10. But it'll be much more manageable than this. But I wanted everybody to see what we're looking at here when we have our meetings. Okay. All right. Welcome everybody. For those of you just coming in, still got folks coming in, we're glad you're with us. I am recording this so that I can send this to everyone that registered. Okay. So we're going to get started with this information. This is quite different than our Shibboleth program, but let's do a quick review. Okay. Let me tell you a little bit about me. Most of you already know, but I'm going to tell you again, and it's not to brag on myself. It's to help you do what I've done if you haven't already done it. I've been very fortunate, been very blessed by the Lord to finally overcome my battles with obesity. I was well over 300 pounds on multiple prescription medications, and the Lord used this program to change my life. That caused me to really want to just become obsessed with studying behavior modification, wellness coaching, things of that nature, sports nutrition. And I've been blessed to be able now to teach hundreds of thousands of people, and that's a literal number. We've had recorded millions and millions of pounds of fat loss. I think it's probably one of the least known programs that there has ever been that has accomplished so much. And again, we bow our unworthy heads, give the credit to the Lord. But literally, I've been in front of now hundreds of thousands of people, had millions and millions of views on the videos. Shibboleth, before Shibboleth, it was Thrive. Before that, it was just Travis's program. I mean, it's really touched a lot of lives, helped a lot of people lose weight. I wished it had helped more people lose it and keep it off forever. We all know here that diets do not work. Anything that we stop that helped us become successful, if we stop it and go back to bad habits, we put the weight back on. So what we're looking for here is a lifestyle, not a diet. And we have a program for that. And it's my heart, has been Sasha's heart. And Jason is also a key piece of what we do. It's been his heart to make sure that Shibboleth is a ministry first and foremost. And I hope everyone here agrees that the Shibboleth program, that silver level, gold level, we're talking the silver level memberships nowadays, $50 a year. And we try to do a phenomenal job of support in that program. That's where our hearts have been. I feel like everybody here, for the most part, or you wouldn't be in this particular group, you feel that $50 a year. We try to offer more value than what the $50 is, right? We try to support way beyond people's expectations. We even offer free mentoring. That was one of the things that I knew when I got into this, that if Shibboleth grew and it began to touch lives and people began to join it, I knew that I wouldn't be able to give the personal help that I wanted to give to people, but I wanted to train people, our team members, that could give that one-on-one help. And we don't charge for that. It's free. So before we even get into this elite club stuff, I want you to know that if you're needing extra help, if you have not taken advantage of working with our team, and getting those free mentoring sessions, then you're really missing out, because You shouldn't have to pay more than $50 a year. We're a ministry first and foremost, okay? Many of you, I see faces that say, Travis, I wish y'all need to go up. Well, we don't want to do that. If anything, we wish we could pull that thing off for free because we want to help everybody that we possibly can help. We want them to know we're after nothing but their heart. So I just want you to know and realize again, free mentoring is there. Now, where we get, I think last time I looked in my box, my inbox here is a little over 600,000 unread emails. So we do eventually get around to some of those emails, and it's people that need help beyond what my team can offer them because my team is pulling templated answers. So in other words, the team, when you have a mentoring session with them and they're trying to help, they're trying to support in the Facebook group. They're trying to help. I think right now there's 7,700 active people in there, a little over 30,000 active people in the website. So if you ask a question that's a frequently asked question, they've got a pretty solid answer for you. But if your situation, your goals, your needs are different than what the consensus need is, then some of you are not finding the help that you need. And oftentimes too, can I just be honest, when my team members, my dad uses a term, so Travis, when I was a boy, he'd say, Travis, I'm going to have to get in your wagon. Has anybody ever heard that before? I'm going to have to quit comforting you and I'm going to have to confront you. I'm going to get in your wagon. Well, my team, 3 of them are my kids. My team struggles getting in an adult's wagon, right? We might struggle getting in your wagon when your wagon needs gotten in. And you getting the push that you need. So that's also an element that goes missing, whereas some of you would respect me enough that you'd let me get in your wagon a little bit. Does that make sense? You let me hold you a little more accountable than you would let them hold you accountable. So after a long time of going back and forth with the team, Travis, you really need to do this. I said, okay, I'll do it, but I'm going to have to do it right. And in order to do it right, I'm going to have to limit the number of participants. Now, with that said, I'm going to get into some highlights of what we have here to offer. And I want you to know that it would be perfectly fine with me if you say, you know what, after seeing this, boy, the silver level program just looks a lot better to me, and I'm going to go do that. And if I really find that I can't get my mojo, then I'll go see old Travis, because we're going to keep this program alive and going that we've come up with, and I'm going to really invest myself into it. See some good chats over here. Hey, Amanda. Yep. Sometimes that happens too. Amanda says I'm 75% of the way to my goal, and I need someone to help me not be lazy for the last 25%. That's what this program's for. That's part of what this is for, because I'm going to get in your wagon. All right. But let's go over the program. First of all, please don't, if you're not ready, that don't mean you won't be ready later. Okay. I need people, and I sent y'all an email. If you find that your belief in yourself is uncommon, or you're willing to develop that kind of self-belief, I don't want any people that has a can't-do attitude. We want can-do attitude. Your work ethic has to be in the top 10% of all people, or you're willing to get there. Your adherence to the lifestyle must be spot on. You must do the things that you're supposed to do, whether you want to do them or not, or be willing for me to get in your wagon and help you self-improve to the point that you are those things. I wasn't there. I don't think I could lead a group like this if I wasn't there today. If I wasn't practicing what I preached, I would not be in front of you right now offering this, because I know what kind of dedication it takes. I went from 44% body fat, a size 44 in the pant, to today 6'3". I'm in a size 32, a loose 32. And this morning, as of this morning, I was 14.3% body fat. Okay. So if I can do it, I can show you the way. And if you'll do the things that I tell you to do, you'll find that too. And you know what? You'll never go back. There's just too much joy, too much pleasure in living this way. Let me pull up the highlights of our program. So that I can see the chat, I hope this is okay. I'm going to share this without pressing play on my PowerPoint. So don't try to get ahead of me. I'm not going to press play because then I won't be able to see any chats that come up. Hang in there with me. If Sasha, you or Jason, we got Crystal Pritchett says she's having trouble hearing. I don't know if y'all can reach out to her and get her some help. Crystal Pritchett. Now, again, I'll give way for some Q&A here shortly. Please don't be shy. All right. So this is our elite membership club. And who is this for? It's for some of you. It's not going to be for all of you today anyway. But for some of you, you're in a season of your life, and I do mean a season. I do not think that this should be something that you do forever, okay? I don't want you to get so reliant on me and the level of support that I'm going to give everybody that you just do it forever, because we're going to have a limited number of participants in both groups, the Elite Club and Elite Club Plus, so I can give my utmost support and care too. I don't want you to do it forever. You're in a season, because once you figure this thing out and you feel like you got it, then you can make way for somebody who don't have it. You know what I'm saying? It's just for a season. You're in a season of your life where you're ready for lasting change. You're ready to overcome self-doubt, ready to become a goal-oriented person. You're ready to become decisive and stick to your decisions. And you're ready to live a more abundant life with more self-respect. You may temporarily need an increased level of support, nurturing, even hand-holding. That's not a negative term here. I've needed that in the past. You may be in a place in your life where you need that type of support. You're just not getting it, and you need somebody to hold your hand. And you, not somebody, but me. You need me to hold your hand. And you need me to mentor you to overcome your current situation, but you're totally ready to make the necessary changes. You got to have an open mind and a willing heart. Okay, so you're ready to better your life. You may already be a self-starter. You may be not in the first two paragraphs. You may be like Amanda. You may already be a self-starter. You may have already obtained impressive results, but the current group program isn't advanced or personalized enough for your current goals and or situation. So if you're in one of those three paragraphs, one of these clubs may be right for you. You got two options. The Elite Club. With my wellness coaching background and experience, I get to know you. That's something I don't really get to do so much in the group program. I get to know you. I get to know your goals and your unique situation or situations, whether that be a lack of support or budget or whatever it is. I will be keeping a file on everyone in both clubs. I will find the triggers that help you remove self-doubt, reach long-desired goals, and help you become your best self. Again, I'm not a miracle worker here. This program is intended to fall just short of me walking around and slapping that Twinkie out of your hand. I can't do that. But I'll go as far as I can go with an open mind and a willing heart. I suspect in a few months that, if this isn't in 1 month, if it isn't working for you, it won't hurt my feelings if you cancel, because there will be other people that need that seat. It won't hurt my feelings if you need to stay with me 6 months. To be honest with you, if you have to stay with me more than 6 months in this club, either of these clubs, then I would feel like I'm not doing my job. Because everybody here should be able to reach some long-desired goals in 6 months or less, even with just the Elite Club. The Elite Club Plus goes a step further. Obviously, if you've got one person that's doing all the support and all the teaching, that person, if you need personal support, they can only deal with so many people, right? So we've got the Elite Club that requires X amount of my time. Then you got the Elite Club Plus, which is going to require a lot of time. So it's going to be a little different. With my knowledge and 20 years of experience, we co-create. That's the key word. We co-create. In other words, I'm not just using the Shibboleth program to create you a program. You and I together, based upon my knowledge of your situation in nutrition, we're going to co-create your very own program, completely personalized, and also completely personalized actions based on your goals to move you towards your ideal vision of health within your unique body, your unique lifestyle, preferences, and situation. So that's the two club description. Now, obviously, there's a cost associated with this, but we like to be a ministry first and foremost. You do your own research, and then you can let me know if you feel like that what we have to offer here is of great value. I think what we're about to offer has never been done before. So what does personalized weight loss and wellness coaching cost? I researched long and far, and most of the research that I did, I found a lot of coaches that might know their stuff and have credentials, but they're not living it themselves. I hope everybody here understands this. There's a lot of people out there that have a lot of information, but they can't use their own information in a way that helps them lose weight and keep it off. I think that's very sad. If somebody's trying to teach you something and they can't get results with what they're teaching for themselves, why would you listen to them, let alone pay them anything? I found hourly rates of $120 per hour up to $250 per hour. I can assure you I'm going to be investing a lot more time into you than an hour, okay? Packages, I found packages anywhere from $600 up to $5,000 for a 6 to 12-month weight loss and wellness program. Let me read a couple of these comments here. Hold on. Hang tight with me just a second. Got some background. Let me try to mute this here. There it is. Got it. All right. Next. Elite Club. Consider the Elite Club passive-aggressive support. What do I mean by passive-aggressive support? I'm going to have to stop just a minute. Let me mute somebody that's going there. Hang on. All right. Just a little housekeeping since there's so many of us. If you will, let's try to keep our mics muted for just a little longer, and then we'll turn this over to Q&A. I think I'm back. All right. Elite Club, consider this passive-aggressive support. Now, what this means is I'm going to be supporting you. Okay, I'm going to support you in a lot of different ways. Number one, I got to teach you. I got to educate you. I got to motivate you. There's a lot going on here. And I'm going to do it in a passive-aggressive way. In other words, if you're running from me, I'm not going to chase you down. Okay? You won't have to be a complete self-starter yet for the Elite Club. But you have to have a little bit about you to, say, hey, Travis, I need some help, okay? Even though I'm coming at you from a variety of ways, it's going to be passive-aggressive. In other words, if you're not reaching your goals, I'm not going to come hunting you down and looking for you. I'm giving you the tools, the resources that you need in order for you, if you're somewhat of a self-starter, to figure it out, to get it, to reach those goals. Here's what you'll get. The Elite Club Facebook support group. Right now, you've got the members-only support group. Most of those answers come from Joni or Brooklyn or Sasha. In this group is support by me. I'm going to limit the size of the group so that I can stay up with it, keep up with it on a daily basis. So it's support by me, answers by me, feedback by me, information by me, etc. I'm going to ask for journal posting and accountability. For journal posting for the purpose of accountability. I want people to post their meals. I want people to post what they're eating so that I can comment on it, so that I can comment on the portions, so that I can say, hey, this was a perfect meal, but if you tweak it this way, you'll get a better result, etc. Outgoing text messages that will include exclusive content not found anywhere else, reminder text about our meetings, so on and so forth. Small group meetings at convenient times. When I say small group meetings, I mean small. I mean much smaller than this. This was everybody, not everybody, but the people that showed interest, 160-something people, this is how many showed up. So you never have everybody that's a part of it show up. So I'll be running several different meetings, and I'll add more as needed during the week, so that it's during times where I'm going to end up with an estimated 3 to 8 people, so that I can really dig in with those people and help them where they are while I've got their file in front of me. Let's say, for example, I've got a meeting time at 12. Sometimes it may only be one of you that show up. That'll be like getting a one-on-one video conference. So that'll be cool. Sometimes it may be 10, but I suspect that the group will stay small enough that I can easily manage giving everybody personal help. If it does get where it's a little too big for me to manage and give this type of support, then I'll just add more meetings. But you'll get in these meetings, we'll go through and establish your goals. We'll edit them as needed. We'll have progress assessments. I'm going to be looking at your file, making sure that you're on target and on track to reach the goals that we've pre-established for you. And of course, Q&A. Whatever the needs are, you're going to get those needs met in these meetings. You'll get exclusive educational content and motivational videos not found anywhere else on the website or Facebook, and again, limited group size. This program is $49.99 per month. You can cancel anytime. If you were to subscribe to this program in this current week, you won't start getting any benefit from it until Monday. Okay? So let's say you decide, I've decided I need this, and you start next Thursday, then you won't get any help to the following Monday. Okay? Each week on Thursday, I will post my schedule. I'll put out there my times of availability. I will look at this like I'm your coach. Okay? And I'll make sure that I'm available plenty. Okay? So that's the Elite Club. And I think that it would probably it would probably meet the needs of most people, but maybe not. So we've got one other group, and this one will be much more limited, because this group I'm going to invest so much time in, I can't have a large group. You've got the Elite Club Plus, that's everything offered in the Elite Club. But the Elite Club Plus offers aggressive accountability and support. In other words, I'm going to get to know what your goals are. And if you're not achieving those goals and you're not doing what you're supposed to do, I'm going to come knocking on your door. Okay? I'm going to chase you within reason, and I'm going to push you within reason to reach your goals. Because I don't take your investment lightly, but I certainly don't take my investment of time lightly. If you were paying me, I don't know if y'all know me well enough to understand, if you were paying me $1,000 a month, but you weren't doing what you were supposed to be doing, I just cancel it. My priority is I want to see people lose weight. Some of you may have been in a class, maybe Amanda has, I don't know if she has it. Some of y'all surely have been in a class where I literally run somebody off, because I'm not there in class to mully grub. It's why I don't do in-person classes anymore with a big group, because I can't stand to hear people whine and complain and mully grub. My team is so good, God bless them, they don't mind it. I cannot do it. You know why I can't do it? Because I used to be that type of person. I made excuse after excuse after excuse. It was only when I adopted a no excuse mentality that I began to achieve something special, or what I feel like is special for me in my life. So this is going to be aggressive accountability and support. In other words, if Charles tells me he's going to do something, I'm going to mark it down. I'm going to mark it down when I'm talking to him here in my little software program, and it's going to ding on my calendar. And if Charles ain't done what he said he's going to do, I'm going to have a loving conversation with him. And we're gonna get back going. After 2 or 3 strikes, it may be a confrontation. He may not like me. He may even quit our regular program. But this program's about getting you there. We're going to get there, and then we're going to get up to that 28,000 foot altitude. It's called goal obtainment, and then you're just going to coast. You're going to stay there. This will require me, not my staff, but me, to check your journal. So you better believe that in the Elite Club Plus, we're going to be journaling. I will be checking your journal weekly, and you'll get feedback from me weekly. There will be 2-way text communication, not 1-way text communication, meaning that you can text me your questions and I will answer you. I'll be the one answering you. Or I might, if I'm in the bathroom taking a shower and Sasha says, "Hey babe, you've got this question on text," if she sends it back to you, it's going to be from me. Okay? 2-way text communication with me. But let's keep it reasonable. We didn't want to be like these other programs that we researched and start charging by the text. There may be a day where we have to go back and forth for some time. But if it's all day, every day, then we'll lovingly have a conversation. Look, I just can't commit 3 hours a day to one person. It's just not going to happen that way. So reasonable 2-way text communication. Active and aggressive tracking of your progress, goals, and deadlines. When I see that you've got a deadline, in other words, instead of waiting on you to call me to go over those deadlines, I'm going to be calling you. I'm going to be like, "Hey, Amanda, you said you were going to be here at this time. Where are you today? You've only got 3 more weeks left to reach your goal. What's going on here?" And then we'll have a motivational talk, make sure that you're on progress to reach your goals and your established deadlines. Email support will be available, and you can, again, Q&A there. If you prefer email support over text, you're going to get support by me. You're going to get a return of your email within a reasonable time by me. But again, this has to be reasonable too. We can't email every day, all day. If you're needing that kind of time, there's only 2 ways to get it, and that's in the meetings. Show up for the small meetings where I've gotten to know you, what your goals are, what you're trying to accomplish, what your favorite foods are. You show up at the meeting, or there's one more last resort that I'll go over in a minute. This program is $99 per month, cancel anytime. Don't think you're going to find anything like that out there anywhere else. Okay, usually 1 hour would be more than that. So we're going to be investing more in you. If you do this for a month and you don't like it, quit. If you do this for a month and you reach your goal, you can quit. But if you're enjoying it, it takes you 3 months to reach your goal, I bet that we've all paid a lot more for a lot less, even if it took you 3 to 6 months to reach your goal. Last thing, I get constant requests, and I do love it. I get constant requests for one-on-one phone consults or one-on-one video conferencing. I did one, Jason can vouch for me. I did one just a couple of months ago with a celebrity that's got the #1 Las Vegas show. So, and now he's lost a ton of weight and his wife's lost a ton of weight. So we get tons of requests for those phone calls, to do those phone calls. But what happens is I get on the phone and I love to listen. I love to listen, and oftentimes it will take 20 to 30 minutes before we even get to what the phone call was about. We might be talking about the roof is leaking, or we might be talking about any number of things. Next thing I know, I've been on the phone 3 or 4 hours and I didn't help as many people as I wanted to help. So we've established a one-on-one line that if you scheduled this phone call, you need this phone call with me, as many as often as you want. You would schedule it, and you would get instructions on what to be ready for this call, because this call, we got to get straight and to the point. It's $1.99 per minute. So we won't be playing around. You won't be playing around. I won't be playing around. We'll get right to the heart of the matter, and I'll get you the information that you need. I'm going to do the listening, and when you're done talking, I'm going to talk quick so that we can save you some money. And you would schedule that at mentor.gymbook.com, and you'll just select Travis Elite Club, and then you would schedule your time. You'll get an email with the phone number. You'll call in at that time, and we'll get busy. So that's how we will handle moving forward one-on-one phone calls. Now, once again, because we want to be a ministry first and foremost, we want to say that don't forget about our amazing team and staff. Jason does online classes. Jason does in-person classes. Brooklyn does in-person classes. We have pre-recorded content, and we have free mentoring by our team. But I hope everybody here understands I want to help you. I just can't do it. There's no way I can do it for free and keep my company afloat. But we're excited about the program we put together. We think the problem with the program is going to be after people get used to this level of support, no one ever wants to leave it. And we got a waiting list, and they can't get in. And I really believe that. I mean to invest my heart into you that much. So with that said, is there anybody that has any questions? You want to unmute, ask a question, ask anything. Anybody got any questions? Sandra Davenport asked, will this be like the Magnificent Seven we did in 2012, 2013? I think that was a $300 program, Sandra. This program, Miss Sandra Davenport, this particular program is unlike that in that it's like that program on steroids times 3. Okay, we've put together a great system. So this is much better than the Magnificent Seven program that we did way back 2012, 2013. What Miss Sandra's talking about is we used to have, we'd take 8 ladies, and we would have small group meetings with them. We charged $300 for a specific time frame. I think it was 7 weeks. The Thrive Weight Loss Program used to be $275 for 7 weeks. And so this is much better, much less expensive. Thank you, Miss Amanda. Thank you. I hope those that can afford it find that it's still much better than going and getting one-on-one life coaching. That's very expensive stuff. Any other questions or comments? You can ask your questions in the chat, or you can unmute and ask.
Hey, Travis.
Yes, sir.
If we do the Elite Club Plus, and then we realize that we don't need that amount of help, can we just drop down to the other one?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Sure can. Sure can. You can do that as long as first come, first serve. We feel like it'll probably take 2 or 3 months to get filled up to capacity. But if you're already in, you can jump around with ease, for sure.
Travis, I had a question about that one-on-one phone call for $199 a minute.
Yes, ma'am.
Do you have to be in the Elite Club for anybody interested in that type of thing?
And we've got so many videos. Who is that speaking?
Lynn Alden.
Hey, Lynn. Yeah. No, that is for everyone. Now, okay. Just in case, my team, give y'all an example. Y'all are my friends and my family for the most part, okay? Just to give you an example, let's say my daughter Brooklyn's helping someone with the phase 1, phase 2 information. And they say, well, I need more. I need to talk to your dad. Well, it's hard for her to just be bold here. It's hard for her to say no to them. And then it may take me 3 weeks to get to them, right? So when you attach a price to it, you really get people that really need your help and they want to get to it pretty quick. My team and staff needed a way, if they didn't have the answers and somebody needed that level of support, they need a way to say, well, you can call this number And you got to schedule it. Then you can call this number, and that'll help you. It's $1.99 a minute, though. We feel like that will cut down on the number of requests and keep people focused in on the group program. So with that said, what will take priority for us, if that schedule were to get full, then what would take priority for us obviously is going to be our elite. But
I have a question.
Schedule's not full, then of course, we'll open that one-on-one call up to anyone. Yes, ma'am.
Super. My question is, how do we sign up? Do we do it through the website, or do we do it through you specifically? Because I'm ready to join. I'm ready to jump in and do this, and I would like to know how would I go about doing that?
Yes, Sasha has set up a temporary payment gateway, and it should be set up at www.eliteclubplus.com. So let me set this up down here. Bear with me, everyone. And it's www. Hang tight. I think, she did it. She beat me to it. Fast girl. That's why I married her. EliteClubPlus.com. Now, these are introductory rates, okay? And we're not going to go up on the existing group, but we're also building an Elite Club website that's going to have all kind of enhancements. We don't know if that will cause us to go up, but it may. But for now, that's not here. And you'll be grandfathered into that, though, once we get that up and out there. But EliteClubPlus.com is where you would sign up and start giving us your information. Make sure we've got your right email address and the correct phone number so that we can get in touch with you. We can email you, preferably text you too, because we're going to be getting, over the next days, if you sign up, we're going to be getting information from you so I can start getting to know you. And then I'll also have to get you each week's schedule on Thursday, so you know when I'm going to be available. If you'll look at it this way, other than pre-recorded content on the in the Shibola Silver Gold program, and other than the $40,000 of payroll I spend every month to support that program, all my time, they're going to take care of that. Jason and Sasha is going to head that up. I'm doing this. This is where we're going to spend our time. So every Thursday, I'll tell you next week, here's when I'm available, and here's the times I'm taking off. So if you have an emergency, contact me, but just know I'm out of pocket these hours at night or whatever, if that makes sense. I want you to look at it. I'm your personal coach. Okay. I'm the angel sitting on your shoulder, knocking the Twinkie out of your hand. That's what I want to be. Okay. Yes. Cheryl asked a good question. Is that for the Elite and Elite Plus? It is. That one link has both. You get to check off which subscription you want at that one link. www.eliteclubplus.com. Anybody else?
I got a question for want to ask something for everybody. Will you be doing when we sign up for the Elite Club, either or, will we be getting a text alert system to let us know when you're having your meetings, or will all that be done through emails? And the other question is this something that people can join, be a part of, and transition out of and get back into? Or when we transition out, will it be hard to get back in? Let's say you reach that threshold you were talking about. Will it be something that we can get back into where we need to, take a break, or we're going to Europe for a month or something, we want to get back in with the coach? Is it something we can get back into later?
That's a really good question. At this time, this is not a scalable program. What I mean, like, let's say that I've hit capacity, because Shibboleth is a scalable program. I can take anybody across the nation, as many people. We've built our program to scale. and help as many people as we can. I look at this like this goes above and beyond that, and it's not really scalable. Hence, that was the problem when I started Thrive in Shibboleth. It wasn't scalable because it was just me until I trained folks. So now this is not a scalable program. Now, I don't know that because there is a price, and anytime there's a price, it's supply and demand, right? So if it's going fast and I'm getting to capacity fast, I'd probably go up on new folks or on new members. These folks will be grandfathered. But I said that to say, if I'm not at capacity, it'll be easy to come and go. But once I get to capacity, it won't be easy to come and go. I just won't be able to do it, because if I start saying, all right, I can take 10 more for the money, then I'm not going to be doing the people that have joined, I'll be doing them a disservice, and that's what I do not want to do.
Try some peaches today from nature's favorite.
Can I add something?
Yes, please.
I don't know if I didn't have my mic up, but I was going to say, you can do this 1 month and then stop and
Right.
join it again at a time that you need it again. So it is something you can cancel, but 1 month is, once you're in for the month. So
She also got very sick.
Anybody else?
I have a question,
Yes, please.
Stephanie. If we sign up today, is today our start day and that starts the 30 months, or does this start on Monday or next Thursday? I'm just trying to follow.
It starts Monday. So if you pay today, you're not being charged for today. We're going to start getting up the information. Your program countdown, your first month would start on Monday. I'm going to do that for each new person, regardless of what day of this week they sign up. Their program or what they should expect from me won't start until Monday. Because most people do start a new lifestyle change on a Monday, and that gives me a few days to start getting to know them, get them in the system, so on and so forth. And what you'll see is you'll have a great first week with me, but that'll probably be the worst week you ever have with me. And then the second week, I'm getting to know you better. The more I get to know about you and your situation, the quicker I'm going to be able to co-create with you, if that makes sense. But now, I'm not a miracle worker, and I just say that so I can be honest, all right? I don't want anybody thinking I can snap my fingers and, hey, y'all are going to start losing weight day one, and I'm going to have this great personalized program. Give me a little time. You will feel my presence from day one, unlike you do in the regular Shibboleth program. But the intensity of my presence, unlike the regular Shibboleth program where my intensity backs off and other people are then taking care of you, with this, you're going to feel my intensity week after week pick up. I'm not going to let you off the hook, if that makes sense.
Good. So that means if I'm already planning a vacation next week, you're not going to be that intense until I get back.
That's right. That's right. And two, it'll be like that. If we're in a meeting like this, or we were on a phone call, I've got my notepad out. I'm taking notes. I'm giving them to Sasha or an assistant to put in your file. And I know next week you're on vacation. I need to lay off of you. And it's going to be this way. I'm going to give you way more value in a week than you expect, I hope, than any reasonable person would expect. So if you take off a week during this program, that's just part of the price that we all pay. I wouldn't quit to go on vacation for a week. I would just know when I get back, Travis is probably he's going to be all over me like salt on an egg white.
Thank you.
Okay. How much you going to whoop our butt when we have a holiday? If we do still you do get holidays. If you have too many holidays, I'm going to whoop your butt. You should expect a more respectful Jack if you've ever met Jack. Much more respectful, but still, I'm not going to put up or take your excuses, and you can't get mad at me, okay? I'm not going to call you out in front of a group, but privately, I'm going to call you out. So yeah, I want to stay on you. And 2, I got to get to know your personality. Some folks can't take plain talk or they quit. But as I get to know you, I may even come to somebody they felt like I was harsh and apologize to you. I may say, Angie, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to hurt your feelings, because I got to get to know you. I got to get to know what makes you. See, my dad could get on me and get mad at me and get on. I just do better. And then my brother was right the opposite. If Daddy got on to him, he just quit. So it's all about me learning your personality over time too. The longer you're in the program, shouldn't be forever, but the longer you're in it, the more I'm going to get to know you and know what triggers, what buttons to press.
13 years old, made a call.
Like Angie just said, I love Jack. So in her file, it'll probably say, she loves Jack. So I'll be saying, girl, it ain't that dress making your butt look big. It's your butt making your butt look big. Are you going to get back on the program or not? Whereas I wouldn't say that to somebody if it says no Jack. I can't handle Jack. So it's all about getting to know you and helping you overcome where you're at and get to where you want to go.
That same man.
Yes, like Susan Hewlin just said, we don't like Jack. And see, I know Tim and Susan don't like Jack, so I got to put in their file, no Jack attack. And that doesn't mean that they can't take plain talk. It just means you're going to have to do it with a little grace. So I get it. Anybody else? Any other questions?
Hey, Travis.
Yes, sir.
I know you've probably already said this, but all the meetings for these are going to be just like this one here before we
they
have
will.
the video and all.
Yeah, they will, but I would suspect that they'll be smaller, right?
Yeah.
And then if it gets where it was this large, so I don't want to do this because this, and I knew it would be, but I wanted y'all to see how it worked. If it got this large, you'd see me just add more meetings, and hopefully that would spread the group out some, because what I want ideally is 7 or 8 people. And in that way we can all collaborate, but I'm still able to personalize, if that makes sense.
Yeah.
My vacation is the 2nd and 3rd week of the upcoming month. And I'll be on the road and in a campground and staying different places lots of nights. Help.
Yeah. No matter where you're at, I hope I heard that right. No matter where you're at, if you've got a phone or internet or email or text, I'm gonna hold you accountable that week too. Now you may shoot something back and say, hey, I'm on vacation, it's a little harder. I may give you some tips and ideas. If you keep resisting, then I may say, hey, you told me that you had a goal coming up. Now, is it worth it to blow your whole week? Why not? Why would you blow it all week? Here's what a strategy I would use would be. And you say, no, I'm just really having a good time. Talk to me when you get back and we'll try to make up for lost time. So it's just coaching. It's knowing your situation, staying on you about it. Again, that elite club is passive aggressive, right? You'll get stuff from me that's unsolicited, and you'll get a level of support from me. But if you don't want to do what you're supposed to do, I'm not going to invest the energy trying to get you to do it. The Elite Club Plus, if you're not doing what you're supposed to be doing within over a reasonable time period, I'm going to invest energy into getting in your wagon.
Okay.
So that's the difference in those two programs.
Sounds good.
The meeting times will be varied. Another question, will the meeting times be varied? They will. We'll start with, a reasonable number of meetings. And if the group gets too big, then we'll expand the number of meetings. But we're talking some morning times, some lunch times, some early evening times and late evening times. Depends on, depends on the need. And we're going to make sure that we don't get overwhelmed. Like if you all started having personal needs in this meeting, I wouldn't be able to meet them, right? So we're going to keep the group small enough that I can meet those needs. I'll be recording it, taking notes. What did I promise them? What did I say? it's going to be exhaustive.
I have a question too. On the Elite Plus, if you sign up for Elite Plus and you wanted to attend one of the group meetings, or you felt like you needed to with just the Elite Club meeting, would that be a possibility too? Or would there be no need to do such things?
The meetings will be both for the Elite Club and Elite Club Plus. So like an Elite member might be in, Elite Club member might be in with a Plus member. All the Plus really means is in my software package back here, it's signaling to me about your goals and when I need to reach out to you about those goals to find out if you're on pace and on target for those goals. You can text me questions and I'll answer those questions. You can do that in Elite, but I won't be able to prioritize it. But like for my Elite Club people, when you're texting me, hey, Travis, what about this? How does this meal look? I just eat this. I'm about to put it in my journal. Or I'm at Wendy's. Can I do this? Now, you got to be reasonable. I'm going to do my best to get back to you before you eat at Wendy's. But if you ask me 5 minutes before and you're in a drive-through and I'm on a phone call, you may, okay, well, here's what I did. I already had to do it, and then we correct it for next time. If you'll look at it like it's Shibboleth, here's the best way to look at this. It's like Shibboleth, but your coach that's assigned to you is me. That's the best way to look at this. Anybody else? Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. No other questions? Well, I hope we have Stephanie's getting an era, Sasha. We'll email a lot of this information to this group in case you are having problems. A lot of this is new stuff that we put together. Of course, the framework of the program's been put together, but as far as the payment gateway, maybe not. But Sasha's seeing all this chat here. We're recording the chat, so we'll be able to get you what you need to get signed up. How many, I'm just curious, in the chat, or you can say verbally, how many of you, so I can kind of get a beat on how much I'm going to be working this weekend, how many of you thinking about getting signed up and starting Monday?
I am.
Got a few people?
Me too.
Good.
Definitely.
Good. So y'all like this? Y'all like the concept?
I do.
Okay. Awesome. Good stuff.
I like the accountability thing. I did better when we were doing the Slam Down Challenge.
Mm-hmm.
In the group where we were posting on the Slam Down site, and I found myself to do better having to be accountable to my whole team, Team Travis, than I do when I'm by myself. My fiance, though, she gets to where if she sees me, if I try to eat too much or something she knows I'm not supposed to have, she gets on me.
Yes.
So she's like, you supposed to be doing that?
Yeah, that's and that's what we're going to be offering here. I think y'all are going to love it. I really do. If you have a reasonable expectation and all the things that I've told you here, if you're expecting this, if you're expecting what I've told you, I think you're going to be well satisfied, because I always try to give a little more than what you might be expecting. So I think it'll be good for you. It is going to be, Vicki, a lot better than Reloaded. And note, the more information you're giving me in the group forums, the better I'm going to be able to help you too. So I want to see your meals. I want to see them in the journal. I want to see them in Facebook if you prefer Facebook. I want to see that stuff so that I can comment on it, so that I can tweak it, so that I can say that's right, that's wrong, and everybody collaborate and learn from each other too. And then when it's time to us to just do one-on-one, we have the capacity to do that within the confines of how we've, text or email. And then if you just need that one-on-one phone call, or it's just you and I, we can do that too. Susan is asking, am I still going to do the classes live in Cartersville that I'm doing, like Gutbusters? I am going to continue to do those 3 sessions that we're having. Now, the Gutbusters Challenge will end, and what we're moving toward is I'll be doing 3 live classes a week, and those 3 live classes will be broadcast to Cartersville and Dalton and my online group for Shibboleth. But all this exclusive stuff and the personalization, because those are just lesson plans. What we're talking about here is every little tip, secret, everything that I can possibly imagine to give you based on your situation to get you to go the fastest and in the healthiest way.
And there is no cost and no obligation for having an experience.
Will you still be doing classes in Shibboleth?
I will. I'll be doing a few mostly pre-recorded stuff while Jason does most of the phase 1 live classes, and then I'll be doing 3 phase 2 live classes per week. Devin's asking, will there be a meal list or just follow Shibboleth rules? We're always going to reinforce the Shibboleth rules. But what we'll do as we spend time together, I'll be instructing you on how to, you and I together, Devin, over a period of time. By the end of that first month, you're going to know if this is a program that you got to be a part of or if you just threw away $99. Because that's about how long it's going to take us. It would take any coach to really get to know you and help you personalize. We're going to co-create your version of Shibboleth. And you will get meal ideas from me. We'll be formulating your very own meal list together as I'm learning your likes and dislikes. In fact, when you sign up, Sasha's going to send everybody a phase 1 list for you to check off the foods you like, so that when I'm meeting with y'all or talking to you, I can kind of look at your list and know, okay, she likes these things. What about this meal idea she may not be thinking about, etc. But the Shibboleth rules is the foundation of everything that I'm going to teach, because that's what you have to do to lose weight. You have to control insulin throughout your day, and then you have to be under your baseline metabolic rate. I am going to recommend just to help me, I am going to recommend everybody buy that cheap but high quality pair of scales through Amazon, where you can get that app, and every time you get on those scales, your information goes into that app. And I'm going to ask you to do that daily, so that if we're talking, I can ask you, just like you could ask me. I can go in here and I can say, hey, Devin, pull up your Rimpo app. And it's not a mandatory thing, but if you'll do it, pull up your app and tell me what your measurements were today. Tell me what your body water was today, so I can see if you're dehydrated. Tell me what your BMR is. Though that amount of information is really going to help me if you'll invest in a pair of Rimpo scales. We'll send you that link as well. And then it's got an app. And if I pull up my app, all my information, you can't see it probably, but all my information is right here in the app from today's weigh-in. Every time I weigh in it, because it's Bluetooth compatible, it goes right into my smartphone. That's going to help me when you're not losing weight. I can say, Cheryl, what's your BMR on your Rimpo app? And then I can look at your journal and say, well, we got to get a little lower in the calories, or we can go up in the calories, or we can up the protein. This is going to be a much more detailed program than what you are used to. Wendy says, because I'm gluten-free, I think this is going to be very helpful. I think I'll be able to pair some things that might not normally work on their own. Absolutely. Absolutely. We're going to co-create together. As long as y'all know co-creation doesn't happen in 24 hours. It takes time. We may leave a meeting where I have to go research for Wendy. And research takes a little time. Thank you, Angie. Thank you. Anybody else? All right. Well, I've enjoyed connecting with you, meeting with you. I don't know if you're still having problems with the EliteClubPlus.com. Still having problems? You all registered, right? Nobody got in here without registering? So we've got your email address. Just make sure when we send you the email that you check your spam folders or promotion folders. Sometimes folks will miss emails from me because of that, but we'll get it to you. Katrina got signed up. Awesome. Awesome. I think y'all are going to be in shock after the first 30 days. My goal is to help you lose up to 40 in 40 days. Now, if you don't have 80 to lose, you won't lose 40 in 40. But if you've got 40 to lose, I bet you lose half that in 40. And I bet some of you be real happy with that. So we're going to get you to go and then keep you there. All right, y'all. We're excited too. I'm excited to get to know some of our members, our elite members, much more intimately, and you to get to know me much more intimately. I think we both, after your first 30 days in the program, I think we're both going to have a much better appreciation for each other. I really do. And I mean that two-way street. Because when you help somebody in an intimate way like this, and when you respond to what I'm teaching you, I just fall in love with you. When you respond and see the results with what I'm giving you, you fall in love with me. It's just a wonderful, wonderful blessing to have that two-way intimacy. We're going to do a good thing together. It's going to change your life. All right, y'all. That's all I got. We'll look forward to seeing who's in the program and start getting you information. God bless y'all. Thank you, Lynn. Thank you, everybody. Talk to you soon.